How we doing today, YouTube? Welcome back. Glad to have y'all back. Got another size dish ready for y'all. Today we're gonna do smothered cabbage, and it is my firefighter's favorite side. So we're gonna actually have him help us make smothered cabbage today. Hope y'all enjoy it. See y'all in the kitchen. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? We're here for another one of our side segment. Today we're gonna be making smothered cabbage. It is my firefighter's favorite side. Firefighter Chris Benoit here with us today to assist us on making his favorite meal, or his favorite side, which is smothered cabbage. It's awesome. If you like cabbage, you're gonna love this. If you don't like cabbage, you probably want to try it because you may end up liking cabbage after we cook this for you, or you cook it for yourself and you taste it. You're gonna absolutely love it, right, Chris?
That's right.
Did you like cabbage before I cooked this for you?
Negative.
Didn't like cabbage, but he loves it now. It's his favorite side.
Love it
so
now.
Try it, taste it, like it. If you don't like it, oh well, you just don't like cabbage. Can't help that. All right, we have some very simple ingredients. We have cabbage, we have bacon, we have Captain Kobe's Cajun seasoning, and we have some ham. We have some cube ham. And the way we're going to start this off is we're going to cut this bacon, we're going to fry this bacon, we're going to put our ham about midway through there, but we're going to cook this bacon, we're going to fry the bacon almost down to nothing, and the grease from the bacon is what we're going to use to cook the leaves of our cabbage. You don't add much water, bacon grease, cabbage, a little bit of fat from the ham. We'll cook this down. It's some of the best cabbage you ever had in your life. That's a promise. And we're going to get Firefighter Benoit here to help us out, since this is his favorite, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Firefighter Benoit. Let's get this cut up. Let's get this opened up. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to open this up for you right here, man.
You got that, all right.
We felt that we needed to incorporate Chris today, even though he mostly washes dishes. We're going to let him cook a little bit today, right? Because if you don't pass your knowledge on to what you have to everybody else out there, then nobody's ever going to know, right? And I want everybody to know how we cook over here in Louisiana. I want you to know some of my recipes, and that's right, how we do things. I want to share that with the world. So me and Firefighter Benoit today teach you how to do this smothered cabbage.
Just cutting the bacon. Captain Kobe taught me how to do it when I never ate cabbage before in my life. And once all that cooked, all that grease is gonna be in there, and that's what's actually gonna cook down the leaves. You know what I'm saying?
All right, come on, let's put this in the pot there. Firefighter Benoit's right. We want to keep this bacon in here. And listen, when you buy your bacon, you want to buy the fattiest bacon you can get. You want as much grease as you can get out of this bacon. That's what we're trying to get. That's what cooks your leaves. That's what cooks down. So we're not really looking for a lean bacon. We're looking for the fattiest bacon so that we can generate as much grease as we can. Because this ham right here doesn't have that much fat with it. It has a little bit, but it doesn't have a lot. So we need the bacon grease, the fattiest bacon grease that we can, to come out and help us with our stuff right there. Firefighter Benoit, let's get our cabbage cut. Let me show you something. Hold on out here. So what we want to do is we want to cut this on the side, straight down. Okay, all the way, 4 sides, for our cabbage. And you can kind of cut this in at the bottom. This heart of the cabbage right here is very hard. It takes a long time to cook down. You're going to be cooking this forever. So we don't want this part of the cabbage, but we'll cut it on 4 sides. Now when we're cutting our cabbage, I like to cut my leaves about this big. We're going to cut them kind of thin. While Firefighter Benoit is going to cut them kind of thin. And the reason why I want it thin is if you cut the bigger leaves, it takes a little bit longer to cook, right? So as we cut this down a little bit like this, it's gonna take less time to cook down when we stir in that. Plus it allows us to put a lot more of this cabbage in the pot. And you're gonna see the cabbage will probably be all the way to the top. We're just gonna be constantly stirring this thing till we get it where we want it. All right, Father Benoit, get this cut up for me, brother.
Cut it up like that.
Just joking.
Gonna be Chris Benoit cooking after you finish this cabbage.
All right. As you can see, our bacon is cooking. Okay, see how we're getting that bacon starting to cook down? You see how much grease is in this pot? We need that. We need every bit of that. See how we're starting to kind of stick right here at the bottom? We need that too. We're going to take care of that in just a minute. So what I want to do now is add this ham in there. You don't want that to overcook. Be careful that don't pop on you. What this ham will do, if you get this honey ham, it'll incorporate a little sweetness into your cabbage. Sometimes cabbage is really sweet, depending on where you get it from. We have a local market over here called Kevin Guidry's, right down the road from the fire station. We like to go to Kevin Guidry's to get all our produce. And they have fantastic produce, it's fresh. A lot of local guys. We try to use as much local people as we can. Be careful when you're stirring this, that bacon will start popping, okay? So be careful. So now that our bacon is pretty much cooked down, we want this ham to just kind of brown a little bit. Once that ham browns a little bit, you're gonna take a handful of that cabbage and we're gonna work it real well into there. And we want to take some of this. It's kind of hard to see with this in there. This sticking stuff, it's kind of be sticking a little bit. I want to take that out of there with that cabbage. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're gonna put this little thing on there.
Cabbage up in there so it don't pop on them.
Yeah.
My captain said I got some popcorn ham.
Popcorn ham, Chris boy. I think been popping like firecrackers in this pot right here.
That's alright. We'll get it popping.
You need to get it. It's already popping.
Yeah, it is popping. There we go. Now, put that saltine in there for a little while.
Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright. What I want to do here,
I put the whole thing, man.
we will. I want this to cook down a little bit. I want this to cook down a little bit, and I want to mix all this up. And once this cabbage starts letting go some of that water, it's going to help us clean the edge of this thing right here. As you can see how we kind of brown at the bottom right there. Once this starts cooking, we'll get that all cleaned up. And give us a little flavor. Just a little gravy.
A little bit of juice. Who got the juice? Captain Kobe got the juice.
Alright, let's put the rest, Chris.
Nothing but some flavor. Ain't popping no more.
popping hand.
underneath there.
A popping hand.
Yeah, bro, you gonna be watching me popping when we eat it. Hey.
This is how Chris Ham was. Popping in that thing like that right there.
Pop, pop, pop.
Popping.
Then we gonna put some of that Cajun, Captain Kobe Cajun seasoning on there. Oh yeah, boy.
I'm gonna wait till the end for that. I want to get this scratched just right. All right. You want to let it cook down just for a second.
Let it pop off.
Pop. Pop. All right. Cook it right along. I'm gonna get a quarter shot in there. As you can see how our bottom looks. We got a lot of this stuff off the bottom. All right. And you can see the water's coming out of our cabbage, so it's cooking down. So we had almost a full pot. Now we're down to about half a pot or a third of a pot. Okay. You're stirring that. And let it cook down. Probably about 10 more minutes and we're gonna season it. I like to let it cook down before we season it. Doesn't want to stick to the leaves when it's hard. So we let it cook down a little bit, let our leaves soften up a little bit. Then we're gonna season them heavy because I like my smothered cabbage to be seasoned very well, like I have most of my food. But I like this to have a little heat with it. So, a few minutes, we'll get Firefighter Benoit back in here, season up this smothered cabbage. Come on down here, get a shot of this. As we're cooking down, you see we're gonna start to cook down. We close. So now what we want to do is season this. Okay. Old trusty Captain Kobe's Cajun seasoning. May look like a lot, but it's not. Now, once we season this now, especially that it's cooking down, it's gonna want to start sticking to the bottom. So we're gonna be on this constantly right here, stirring this, so we don't get no stick on the bottom, or get our leaves starting to burn on one side. Right? So leave this now. Let it cook. About a minute or two, then we're going to check it again, but we're going to stir, minute or two, stir, minute or two, until we get it the way we want to get it. We're getting close. Right, this is what we do. See how this is browning up real nice. Okay. Some of these harder leaves take a little bit longer to cook, but we close. So what we're going to do is, since this is Firefighter Benoit's favorite dish, we're going to let him taste it. See if we need to add any seasoning or we need it just right the first time. Firefighter Benoit, what's the verdict?
I never tasted it. It's too hot.
It's too hot?
Oh, man.
Look, okay, blow on it.
Burn my tongue. But I ain't gonna be able to eat the rest of the food.
That is why he washes dishes, ladies and gentlemen. That's why he's not the chef here. That's why he's the dishwasher.
Let's see something.
A little more seasoning. We might upgrade it to the taste tester. All right. Put a little bit more for Firefighter Benoit. told you. We got a little fire business to take care of. See y'all next week.